Alright, so today we're going to look at a 40-piece diesel injector puller set here. You've probably seen these on Amazon and eBay for sale. And it's kind of weird packaging for this product because it actually has 50 pieces in it. If you look here, so they've gone through the trouble of identifying there's 50 parts in this kit, but they sell it as a 40-piece kit with 3 slide hammers. And there's 3 there and 1 here. So the funny thing is that this one is called a injector extractor instead of a slide hammer. So it's kind of bizarre. But what I've gone through and done is tried to identify what all of the parts are in here from a thread perspective. So if you look at everything in here, you'll see that there's just tons of different threaded parts. Everything in here is metric. And they'll have like a big outside thread or an inside thread. Some of them are 3-way threaded, like this one here. 2 on the outside, 1 female thread on the inside. So if you look in the description of my website or the video, you'll see I've gone through and identified everything I can identify. These 2 parts in my kit are the same, but they have different part numbers. One's 38, one's 39. I did email the manufacturing company in China that makes this, but when they responded back to me, they just want to know how many I wanted to buy. They didn't understand what I was asking them, I suppose, or just weren't too concerned. So they've, like I asked them what if you have like a parts list for this package here or not. And basically they just said how many you want to buy. So the way this system works is it's designed to pull injectors. If it has a solenoid on the top of the injector, you use one of these here to unthread the solenoid, and then use the various different adapters in here to rip out the insides of the injector. And then to pull the injector out, you're going to put in like an adapter on the inside and then put in an additional sleeve to grab onto the main body of the injector. You don't just pull from the outside body, you would pull from the inside and the outside together so you don't destroy the injector. I've never done that before. I've always been able to get them out, leaving them intact. So I can't really give you any guidance on that. You need to do some research, whether it's okay to take an injector apart, because this could be that you're doing a destructive task by taking them apart. This piece here is for like Sprinter, Mercedes type engines. Some of these parts are for TDI Volkswagens. This part here, and then that part over here again is for Volkswagens. There's just tons of threaded metric adapters. Like, the reason I bought this was because I've always wanted to own a slide hammer set, but they're kind of expensive. And this one has 4 of them in one package with all the adapters you'd ever want for any vehicle that's metric. You could rip anything apart using this. And then if you had to, you could make an SAE adapter to go along with it to finish off any other jobs. So like the big one is 5 kilograms, so that's like 12 pounds or something. That's pretty impressive. And then it's threaded on one end here. Then there's this other shaft here. I'm not sure what it's for. Nothing is labeled. But you could certainly adapt that onto that if you had to reach into like a 4-foot hole to remove something just by using the various threaded adapters. There's 2 claws, and like I said, the claws are called like extractors. They go with this device here. I don't know why they decided to give it a different name than the other thing. These 35 parts, there's actually 4 of them. I've not really been able to figure out what they're for, other than they do fit on this 31 piece. But again, I have no idea what you would use that for. There's no threads on this piece at all. And why you would need 4 of them, I don't know. So I don't know if I mentioned in the video or not, I'm kind of rambling along, but this is kind of meant for smaller European diesel engines for the most part, but because it's got so many different metric threads in it, you could go a long way to take about just about anything. Like if you're looking at the bigger diesel engines, well, for small trucks anyway, this probably wouldn't work too well with like the Cummins, or the Power Stroke, or the Duramax is an Isuzu engine. So I imagine it's quite metric, if everything isn't metric nowadays. So it might be able to help you out there, but there are some specific kits for those engines that you might want to look at. So again, if you look in the description of the video, you'll find that I've assembled a bunch of different like diesel injector manuals or removal instructions to kind of help you figure out what to do with this. But it's kind of like a choose your own adventure. I just keep trying until you figure out something that works. So thank you for watching.